him waiting for it. It's Warren who hauls it in the end zone since 2021. Wrist, he's making his 22nd career playoff starter, record of 11-10. Starting from the 20, a hand to Warren who bends it back. Nice start, breaking tackles. And knocked down at the 30. Cook making his 5th straight start. Former free agent that was added and basically 4th on the depth chart. Their backs. Quick throw. Ball comes out quick with Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. DK Metcalf out across the 45.
Out of Rodgers' hands as quickly as possible. No surprise here tonight against this defense in the edge rush that Houston.
Happy to have him back. Now back to the ground. Warren bends it back again, and this time he is knocked down after a gain of 2. They're great, Troy, really at every level. With Alshire at linebacker, he's a Pro Bowler, and their secondary is terrific.
Yeah, they are really more than anybody in football.
Again with Warren. He's to midfield, and that is it again. Rodgers, good protection. Pass too high for Gainwell, and he was covered well by To'o, and it's 4.
They split out Gainwell, and a good job defensively by the Texans, forcing the punt.
End over end punt, fair catch by Jalen Knoll, and he held 3 years. He's been the head man.
No doubt. When you start the year off into Pittsburgh with a lot of confidence.
They hand off to the rookie Woody Marks. And the 4th round pick from since coming back from the concussion on November 30th. 8 times.
What he's had, but this is a team that wants to run the football.
Sets up quick, and this one batted into the air and down to the grass it goes to get up.
Well, you got Joey Porter. We're going to see a lot of this matchup with Porter on Nico Collins, but here's the difference. He had Chuck Clark, number 20.
Stroud steps up, floats it, looking downfield, and a diving grab by Kirk.
Like what we might see tonight, those make the difference.
Here's Nick Chubb. Not much. Stood up after. As a rookie, it's Ariante Ursary. He's done a nice job and gotten better and better. They get Titus Howard back. Here's Marks. Stood up. And that's big.
Ball game. He handles the double team, and he's able to fight through that and then be right there to make the play on Woody Marks.
Play clock expired, and that'll be delay of game.
Timeout, Houston. This is the first charge timeout. This is the 32nd timeout.
Football league, there are their guys up front, the linebackers, 4 across with TJ Watt.
Tried to run a little bit.
Gainwell cuts back, first down.
Been on a tear here in the early going. He's doubling up to the second level, takes on the linebacker, Dylan Cook, who's their 4th tackle.
Steelers have run 8 plays. They've got 5 first downs. Rodgers to the end zone for Jonnu.
After the Pittsburgh Steelers had to punt on their opening drive, they were backed up pretty good. When you get into a defensive game like we expect.
Rodgers cannot connect with Austin. Hunter have the attention of number 8 in these offensive tackles, and now it's 3rd down and 10.
Yeah.
On 3rd down and 10, Rodgers able to complete.
As we all know, where a lot of offenses would be going for it in this exact same situation.
32-yard try for Chris Boswell. And like he typically is, perfect right down the middle. To 1995 and have been still great musician, a huge sports fan, and a big-time San Francisco 49ers fan. First time they had it, and this time they start near their own 25.
Yeah, usually when you have a play like what they had to Chris.
And they know how to make noise here in Pittsburgh. On 1st down, C.J. Stroud able to complete. Ramsey's saying there was some grabbing after the kick. 2nd and 6. Here's Marks. Right up the gut, and Woody Marks is going to be knocked down just short of 1st down yard. He's got 5.
Nick Chubb was getting a bulk of the carries in the early part of the year. Typically, they would like to be able to establish the run game and then the play action game off it.
Pressure by the Steelers up front. A Georgia 4th round pick, but here he is as the main man getting the ball on hand. Over the right side, Marks brought down by Penn. Here's Collins. Herbig is out there to make the tackle.
The lung issue, Herbig then got a lot more snaps. Last week with Watt coming back against Baltimore.
Up in the backfield on 3rd down and 3. Pressure on Stroud. Throws, passes, caught. That's Hutchinson. And a strong catch.
Hutchinson, watch his route as he's working against James Pierre. He doesn't show or telegraph what he's doing. His head.
Extra offensive lineman in there. Fisher. Here's a little pitch back to Stroud. Looking to air it out. Ball's out. Recovered by Pittsburgh.
Jack Sawyer saves a touchdown because he had a chance for Jaden Higgins. Snap, but with Sawyer coming off the edge, he just wasn't able to get the ball out.
Right now they're calling it officially a sack fumble. Hand off to Warren, and well played by this Houston defense, Jalen Petrie.
As he comes in, he's going to show that he's going to block Jalen Ramsey, and then he takes off. He heads to the flag, and there's nobody.
Football playoff semifinal last year. Touchdown against Texas on the return. Here's one from Metcalf and a drop.
24, he thinks he's going to keep going. He's going to bite on it on the slant route, and Metcalf puts his foot in the ground.
Brings up 3rd down and 10. Pressure off the edge from Anderson. He gets ridden right past Rodgers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling is brought down.
Be interesting to watch as we move through the year.
Houston defense is so good at tackling it, like we just saw. They don't give up a lot of room.
This ball checks up inside the 10. Jalen Noel gets his hand.
Losing here to the Bills. They won 4 of their last 5, and here they are as AFC North champs.
Crowd setting up Pittsburgh with pretty good field position and yet not relinquish any points.
Coming up on round out of Ohio State. 2nd down and 2. Out to his left on the move. Pass is caught, and a 1st down grab by.
And not allowing the defense just to pin their ears back and know you're going to be an X number of yards behind the center. And he delivers a good ball then to Kirk to pick the. It's a flip field position.
Play action on 1st down. Stroud incomplete for the tight end Schultz. Samuel Moore onto the field, even with Eccles back and James Pierre back in their secondary.
Well, here's a tight end.
2nd down and 10. Stroud over the middle. Nice throw, nice catch. And there is Nico Collins.
Front. Nico Collins is a special player. He's got size, he's got speed, he runs routes like a smaller receiver. He's good after the catch. More defensive line.
Drive started at the 8. Hand off to Chubb again. And
throughout his career, it has never been a high volume receiver in the passing game. He's averaged less.
And Marks gets it. Gets to the edge. Cuts it upfield. Has a 1st down. Tripped up inside the 15.
He helps out, and then he moves on to the secondary level. And Woody Marks.
Longest run of the night, 20 yards. From the 13. Marks spins down near the 6. And it'll be 2nd down when we come back. They check on Marks. And it's 2nd and 3. Fake toss. Wide open. Spinning catch. Kirk touchdown.
They're going to turn and toss it behind him. But as Kirk comes across, he's open immediately. And typically down here, you make a throw behind a 2 yards.
Extra point by Fairbairn is good. And that 92-yard drive, 2nd after that impressive drive by this Texans offense engineered by number
92 yards for a touchdown. Pretty tough running by those backs.
Here is Gainwell, far sideline out of bounds as he got up near.
He realized that Rodgers is picking up on something. He said he knew Rodgers knows this scheme really well. And
smart he is at the line of scrimmage and what he sees. Pressure, he gets rid of it. And Jonnu Smith is brought down behind the line of
scrimmage. Coming from that same scheme, and Rodgers was with him with the New York Jets. So he's not going to be fooled And this is a defense that really does not play. Yeah, that's going to be intentional grounding. He was still in the tackle box.
Intentional grounding.
Yeah, Troy Fautanu, the right tackle, he just whiffs. I mean, he comes out, and Daniil Hunter takes an inside move. He never has been afraid to let people know his feelings.
After that long drive by the Texans, they go to Gainwell. He's got a long way to go, and he survived that hit.
This coverage, this umbrella coverage you see, and then they just rally to the football. So Rodgers really had nowhere to go with the ball. They're going to dump it off.
43-yard punt.
Yeah, Joe, Mike Tomlin was not happy with his defense after that 92-yard Texans drive before the...
It was a well-called drive by offensive coordinator Nick Caley. Here's Marks, who's obviously back in the game, banged up the last time.
An offense that has struggled to run the football, and then you combine that against the defense that over the last 4 games, Pittsburgh, #1 in the attack.
Ball is down on the ground again. Stroud picks it up. Ball is out again. Watts on it. After the previous fumble they recovered, they went 3 and out, and here's Gainwell brought down by Petrie. And
number 5, he just hits it immediately and then makes a tackle on Gainwell. DK Metcalf, he's
trailing by 4. Rodgers. Gainwell is brought down by Lassiter.
Rushers that play the run, and they've got corners that tackle. They're like linebackers the way they come up. And Kamari
defense not falling for the hard count. Rodgers has to get rid of it. Gainwell, his defender, To'o fell down. And Gainwell
there, and he slips. It's a good route there by Gainwell, and as he tries to get back out in coverage, he slips on the turf.
They go right to it. Rodgers keeps. He goes to his back, and Thielen.
Yeah, good job. It looked like had they have handed it off, there was no opportunity for the first down.
19! First down and goal. Warren. Not much room, and again it's
cool tackles. And man, he wants contact. I mean, this guy's an absolute bulldog out.
Rodgers keeps it. Back to his right and has to throw it away.
And this eligible man downfield. Offense, number 54. That penalty's declined. Result of the play is 3rd down.
And Jaylen Warren, he's going to come back into the middle. You see Rodgers, he was looking to flip him the football, and Will Anderson was just smothered.
Rodgers in trouble, and down he goes.
Houston, because there's here and then there's off the edge, and both get pushed right back into Rodgers, and he's just got nowhere to go. He gets sacked.
And knocks it through. 19 for 19 now in his
all season. He was practicing snapping with his center.
Over to the right side. The pass is caught by Christian Kirk
for points before the half.
They bring Stover up under center, and he's able to fight for the first down.
First down now. The Texans are in hurry-up mode.
Stroud. Stover, who just picked up that first down, makes the spinning one. And the 2nd and 5 coming up. Give you a look from our Skycam, brought to you by Intuit TurboTax. 41 seconds left in this first 3-year history. Meanwhile, the Steelers have lost 6 straight playoff games. Stroud airs it out. He's got a man and a leaping try. No catch.
Able to get the ball out there enough because Titus Howard, the left guard, he gets pushed right back into the
5. Texans with 5 straight 3rd down conversions, and that is Clark. Here is Clark delivering the hit, and then got hit by his teammate Brandon Eccles.
Yeah, you look at this right now, Joe, the down.
Pittsburgh charged a timeout for the injury. 3rd down and 5. Stroud, he's got Kirk, and Kirk's got a first down.
You'd like to get it under 30 seconds before you burn the first timeout. Save the last time. Have gotten to the line to save the timeout, allow C.J. Stroud to work all areas of the field, but now the clock does become a factor.
Half on top of it. Stroud
Throws on the move and right through the hand.
Number 12, he's coming across the field here and just lay this ball to him. There's nobody there and just makes it an awfully third and short based on coverage and never was working Chubb to begin the snap.
Here's a handoff to Jalen Warren and a strong run by Warren at the point of the interception. But here are the Steelers thanks to 3 takeaways and 3 gets. Warren gets it again. He got to the
coming in, and yet you get in a position and you don't come away with anything like Houston on that last possession. It's hard.
Gets the Steelers.
Offense, number 81. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's against Jonnu Smith. So let's.
Here we go.
First down at 15. Quick throw. This is Austin, and he's brought down by Petrie. The ball's
back him off somehow, and these quick passes that, that's what this Steelers offense has really been. Hands, these quick passes.
Second down and 15. Rodgers throws backing up. Is able to complete.
They rally to the football, and toe, here he comes. It's still a 4-man rush, and Sayamalo's trying to come out and pick him.
Third down shorter than 7 yards. It's third down and 9. Here's one downfield. He's got Valdez-Scantling in a much-needed
defense that tied up Kalen Bullock. Right here, Kalen Bullock, you're going to see, as Fryer
third down conversion in the ballgame for the Steelers on offense. Gainwell got away from Anderson, but then Petrie is 3-man rush. Danielle Hunter gets home and chases Rodgers.
Hunter, you can see this spin move that he puts on Troy Fautanu, and Rodgers saw that one coming as well. He's been frustrated. Boy, I don't know. We'll take a closer look at it. It looked what it was that he was looking for. And you see the frustration as he's trying to show Arthur Smith, the offensive coordinator, receiver at that size, to be able to go up and make plays on the football as well.
Stroud, play action, rolling out to his right, is able to hit
Valdez-Scantling, and those guys started to play more, and the veteran experience that they have kind of calling page.
Flag on the play. See if somebody was lined up on.
Well, that was the big one there, and just coming into this game, just 12 turnovers on the year.
On 2nd and 10 after the penalty on Schultz.
And he comes off the ball, and the protection was good enough to get the ball to him, keeping his eyes down the field, but they've got him out of sorts.
Third down and 10. Receiver Collins fell down, and it's in.
As you come out of that.
Warren. First 3 and out, forced Austin back near the 10. Picking his way through this. A lot of room for this Steelers offense, and Aaron Rodgers play action to start, protected. He's got a man, he's got Thielen, and a nice catch.
With DK Metcalf, in that combination route, they got DK Metcalf going to the pylon had he have wanted to take it.
Still hasn't thrown to him since the drop. Here is a pass caught by Jonnu.
That's what they're capable of doing, and when you can get Rodgers enough time, like we've seen a couple of times, they're capable of doing it.
Second down and 11. Rodgers, time running out, just throws it into the ground. And Rodgers ends up.
As you watch them, and this is a defense, they don't try to disguise, they don't fool you. It's unlike.
Rodgers, ball's knocked out of his hand. And it's recovered.
Doesn't even allow him to get the pass off.
Here is a beautiful punt by Corliss Waitman. Drives Noel back inside the 15, and he
7-6. Texans on top. You're watching ESPN's NFL Wild Card game, powered by Valerio. Coverage is brought to you by McDonald's. On Thursday, February 5th, the Stars will 7-6 game, under a minute and a half to go, third quarter, and this incomplete for Collins. Had it for the Steelers.
Take a look at the end of this play. A well-positioned ball. He just goes right down on his.
These two have been battling all night, and as you said, Nico Collins, fumble, punt, interception, punt.
And now another miss on the snap.
Stroud wasn't even expecting the ball to be snapped. And you see the right guard, Ingram, he's looking.
Stroud able to step into it and looking downfield. He's got Kirk.
Well, Christian Kirk runs an excellent route. Brandon Echols, the nickel corner, he's in coverage, and you see the step that he gets on him, and then Kyle Duggar, he's the last
game here tonight.
118.
First down. And a handoff is to Marks, and a flag flies.
Replay first down.
At the end of that third quarter, the officials moved the ball back 3 yards. It was a 46-yard completion for the Texans on offense this year. A handoff is to Marks, right side, takes it back inside the 40 after the whole
locker room. Joe, he was hunched over after this injury for a good minute. Couldn't even make it into the medical tent for a while.
He was pretty confused.
Second down and 13. Throw to a wide open Kirk.
Adds to not allowing third down conversions for Pittsburgh, but right here, I mean, 3 points is big. And
down and 6. Quick throw, sideline. Spinning try, and the pass incomplete.
Jaden Higgins is going to be the one having to face number 24, it looks like, for the rest of the game. A little bit of a grab there at the
young man from Hawaii has got it, and a thing of beauty for the T1. 4-point game. Back to work, Rodgers, when we come back.
Full display tonight.
Returned by Gainwell. To the 30 and just across.
It is absolutely demoralizing.
Here is Gainwell. Started to his right, back to his left, and a nice start. And they've only allowed 3 points off 3 turnovers, and yet with all that, this is still just. Rodgers, third look. Austin struggling.
Barely hits the ground. This is a defense over the last 4 games has given up just 3 runs of 10 yards on the ground. Boy, they're few and far between.
Here's Gainwell met in the backfield.
A year. And you see what he's able to do here. He just gets right back into the backfield. Gainwell has no opportunity.
Third down and 12. It's picked up by the Texans and Sheldon Rankins. And he is in for it. Rankins took it into the end zone, and obviously it'll be looked at to make sure that Rankins was not down.
I mean, this is a 2-man rush on that left side, and both guys get home.
Up and took it 33 yards for the touchdown, and now the extra point by Fairbairn. Able to guide.
Like it was a 6-man rush. I mean, they got on him so fast, and yet it was a simple 4-man rush last week from D'Amico Ryans when Tommy Togiai. Great defense when they start scoring touchdowns.
Here's Gainwell trying to give a little life and a decent become a terrific head coach.
He sure has. Laura asked him yesterday if he told his team that he's and, 42 years old, and you're getting knocked around the way he has in this ball game.
It came to Houston, and now the Steelers will try to catch Houston substituting. Strong catch, Freiermuth.
They may have gotten the Texans with 12 men on the field, but you see the catch by Freiermuth, and God, he's one of the few guys.
By Freiermuth. It's as tough a catch as you'll see. The rules for the Texans defense. First down to the 45. Rodgers looking left, and now gets tripped up as he tried to take off. Thielen in motion. Rodgers has to step through. On the move. Got a man. The pass is incomplete.
Previous play, there was a time earlier in Rodgers' career where he would have hurt a defense with his legs. Here, picked up 10 yards, new set of downs. Rodgers over the last few years.
It's been third down and long all night for the Steelers. This ball is hit at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers offense. Let's see who got it.
Yeah, Derek.
That's Autry.
Yeah, Danico Autry. He's the one who's able to. And for a quarterback, just nothing easy.
Point game, and the Texans about to get it back. Knoll, dangerous catch right off the top. We welcome you back to Pittsburgh. You're watching ESPN's NFL Wild Card.
18.
On first down, they hand to Woody Marks. Harrison in on the. That is Sheldon Rankins telling the rest of the defense what he was thinking every step of the way on his 33-yarder.
Prior to D'Amico Ryans taking over.
Here is a quick throw for a first down to Jaden Higgins.
Nico really didn't break out until his third season. And Higgins, he's got the
first down. Play clock was down to 3 as Chubb tries it a couple of times, and he is joined by Justin Watson, another receiver, special teamer for the hand off to Chubb, and a big third down coming up.
You know, you see waiting for the ball to be snapped. He's alerted them and let them know that the clock's going to go down.
They're down and 4. First down, and there he is again. What a night for Christian Kirk.
In a scrimmage, this is where he wins. So he gets it, gives a little stutter move, and then the speed that he has. And Eccles, we've seen him get beat a couple of times that are unique to them, but it's a good room.
Here is Woody Marks knocking on the door of a 100-yard game. GM for the Texans got him in a trade with the Jaguars.
Well, and right now they go back to that. He has been throughout this game and on that last play.
Here's Chubb to the 30.
Career under when Mike Tomlin's going to start using some of these timeouts with just under 5 minutes now to play. But this is a defense, and I would just keep pounding the football.
Chubb again, and they do. Flag flies. As Chubb gets
It's a first down.
time now for our game recap. It's brought to you by Wingstop and Christian Kirk. Chubb just goes down. Penetration by Cam Hayward, and as we're watching, the Steelers have said that they might be open to bringing Rodgers back another year if he would want to do that. And then the offense not able to do anything here tonight. 2nd and 11, and Chubb over the left side. Get the call from Craig Rolstad, and then talk Rodgers and Tomlin. Nick Herbig is guilty of the face mask, and he checks out of the ballgame.
Well, I think we are watching and sign with the Steelers again or with another team.
Ursery left
Ball
early.
start. Offense. Number
Back unless he just decides he doesn't want to be back. But after what happened to John Harbaugh and
As they go forward, first down and goal, ball back outside the 10 as Marks has his first 100-yard game and turn the ball over 3 times. But his defense and now the offense is starting to click. They're on their way to Fox.
like they did tonight, they'll be in every ball game late in the game with a chance to win.
The extra point is good from Fairbairn.
Clear. This is an empty feeling. I've been there, and as good as it feels to playoff game, which has been the case in Pittsburgh for far too long, it really wipes out whatever.
Trying to encapsulate his Gainwell dropped it, picks it up. Able to cross the 25 and spins near the 29. This one is batted back at him, as we have seen a couple of times tonight. 2nd down and 10. Rodgers, Gainwell drops it. There is nothing going on. Frustration over the last 14 plus. Here's one over the middle, and Gainwell on 3rd down.
Continue to coach. If he's let go, there'll be a lot of suitors knocking on his door for that as well.
And Rodgers is in his way, trying to make the tackle. Can't. It's a 51-yard return on the interception for the touchdown by Kalen Book.
Interception of the year. He had 5 last year, which led the team, and this entire secondary has been a ball. Yeah, nice job for the Houston Texans. Congratulations to them and Calvin.